And just like that, we are back. And just like that, we are... Alrighty. Let's get to work. So, the other day I already did some, like, model importing. So this left player model here is the one with the proper normals for this model at least. Gosh, why is my camera speed so high? And then the one on the right is the smooth one. So this is the one that's currently in the game. So I click play. Let me go look at this dude. Yeah, you can see it's the smooth one. That one doesn't look as good. We want it to look like this because then it also plays super nicely with our cavity shader. So so we're gonna try and get the official model to look like that. However, we've got to make some changes to it in order to get it to work. So yeah, this is the one I imported, but we got to find out excuse me, we got to find out which file it actually is. I'm gonna assume it's this one. So let's launch Blender. And we're gonna see. Yeah, I meant to do it Friday morning or Thursday morning, whichever one was the one that I said. Whichever one I said that I would do the stream for the player model. And then I got home. That must have been Thursday morning. Oh, I think Blender just crashed. That's nice. Don't tell me this is... Whenever Blender crashes, it just crashes every time and I can't launch it. Yeah, like that. So, how did I fix that last time? Yeah, I did some stuff. I did some life stuff. And now we're here. I swear if this crashes again, I'm gonna scream. Blender's not been nice to me lately, and I hate it. Oh, Blender's been on Steam for that's what I have Blender on. I have Blender through Steam, that way it always stays 100% updated to the newest version. So I recommend getting Blender on Steam. If you're tempted to get into it, I'd say get into it. It takes a bit to learn and understand it, but if I spent more time in Blender, I could be very good at Blender. I don't spend a lot of time in it, so I don't know all the shortcuts and all the tips and tricks and mother chucker. This is gonna bother me. Yeah. Alrighty, sounds good. Kindred. Yeah, relearning Blender is, well, I wouldn't say it's harder. getting back up to the point where you were, I would say, is harder. Learning it is, because there's learning it and there's just becoming efficient at it. Learning it's not, I would say, is not really the hard part. It's just getting back up to that efficiency. Well, this sucks. I don't know if any Blender model is going to let me launch. Oh, so this one lets me launch. Okay, so it might just be that file, which sucks because I'm pretty sure that's the right file. That's the first person rig. Just the arms. Gosh, why? See if this one works if I launch this backup one. Nope, not even the backup one launches. That's nice. We may be shit out of luck. No, I'm not starting. I didn't even model this. This was Hoistenize. Oh yeah, that's what we love to see. Jankiness. All right. Well, this is the one with the right normals, so waka. Okay, the thing that I wanted to do is vertex painting. Oh, look at that. I already have the vertex paints on it. That's nice. I'm so confused. Which... Huh? Let's go shading. Oh boy. That is Oh, right. I think I have to go down to, gosh, it's been ages since I've touched this model. So I forget where the UV edits are. Yeah. I as someone with experience in game dev, that does not sound like fun. I've got somebody who I know who is also wanting to do some kind of like real-time simulation type thing, and yeah, let's just say it's not gonna go well. That's all I'm gonna say. Trying to figure out where the UV maps are. Dude, I don't touch Blender often, as is evident by this part of the stream. But the only thing that I'm worried about, which we can actually test in engine, is you can see if you look at the shoulder pad, this one, the one with the smooth normals, the shoulder pad is facing more of like a diagonal, and this one is facing upwards. But this is the one that we're currently using, so I don't know if that'll affect the animations at all. But I suppose we just throw the animation on both. Actually, what if we might actually be able to do this super smart? We're gonna go to models, delete. Oh my, okay. Let's delete him from the test level, and I also had him over here. Don't worry about this material. We'll get to this part later. Look at these very colorful men. Yeah, let's delete that and let's re-import it. We want to go to this and then files and then models. That's crazy. Is it this one? I love it when Unreal freezes while I'm importing stuff. It's so nice. Damn, that took a while. Is this smooth or is this flat normals? Golly, my freaking camera speed, dude. Let's set this material to none so we can actually see it. This is flat normals. So, if we rotate him, and we tell him to use animation asset, nope, not what I wanted. This, that, that. Do these line up perfectly? They do. Well, okay. This might have been easier than I thought. Let's see. Let us stick armor base on him. Armor base. And then none. Yeah, that looks good. That looks good. Okay, now let's preview the vertex colors. Okay, those aren't the right vertex colors. So they should be looking like vertex paint. They should be looking like this. Mr. Helicopter Man. All right. I guess in that case, let's. There are multiple files, so I wonder if it's just one of the other ones. Import. That's the one we just did. We're just gonna re-export it from Blender. Make it easier. File, export, FBX. We're gonna go to Project Onyx, files, models, layer, and we're gonna call this Gen 2 Vertex Normals. Has invalid bind pose? What? Okay, well, let's just select the rig, go to this, rest position. Oh boy. Okay, let's just go rest position. That puts the shoulders at the right spot too, which is nice. Let's select everything again, make sure the rig is the one that's most recently selected. Cool. Back to Unreal. And let's try this again. Vertex normals. Make sure the scale... Actually, do we need some kind of scale? I don't know. Asset details scale. Oh, cool. Import vertex normals. Sure. All right. Well, let's see if that worked. First, let's go to physics asset. And we want to change this to Gen 2 physics asset. Doesn't like my skeleton. Well, what happens if we... Oh. That's not supposed to look like that. Okay, this is not going to be easier than I thought it would. We're trying to get the proper... no, we're trying to fix the player normals. So if we go look at this, I knew this was going to be an annoying task. So if we look at these models, let's turn off the animation on this one. The one on the right is the one that is currently being used in game, which you can tell it's super like smoothed and it just doesn't look right. The one on the left is what the model should actually look like. The reason why the one on the right is the one we were using is because we were going to bake the normal maps to make it look like the one on the left. However, stuff happened that kind of fell through, so we never ended up getting those normals. So I'm trying to re-get this one in with the proper normals. Except for the fact that because I've animated all the stuff with this skeleton and they're, I guess, very, very, very slightly different, Unreal doesn't like that. And now it's yelling at me. So I'm trying to get this one to be the actual active one. Because even though they're the same model, they have the same faces and everything, it's just the normals that are different. However, re-importing the normals and getting it to reuse the same animations with the same skeleton is the challenge. And it's not liking the skeleton. I don't know why. So what we're going to do is delete this one, because I want to see what the differences in the skeletons are. So if we re-import it, I want to see what the difference between these two skeletons are. Okay, well, there's a lot of IK bones, so that's what I'm going to assume the issue is. So, what we're going to do is go into Export, FBX, Armature, only deform bones, which means some of these bones are Let's turn on only IK bones. And we need to turn off deform on. That's weird. It's taking heal IK left and heal IK right, even though they are not being exported. You see, these bones shouldn't be getting exported. Everything else, I think, is identical. I want to say everything else is identical, except for the fact that for some reason, heal IK is being exported with it. But we can't get into the other blend files, so we can try one more time. Bet you it's gonna crash though. Yep. Unless, actually, let's just open up a new general. And let's file append from that one. See if we can append some of the files. That is this one. Wow, look at that. So smart. Oh man. He's got some action. Hey, don't worry about it. All right. If you haven't done that when messing around with IK in Unreal or in Blender, then you're not a game dev. Sorry, no sorry. Actually, let me turn off the smooth mesh. Let me look at the vertex normals. Oof, yeah, no, that's not the right vertex normals. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Object. I installed a modifier that Vertex color from normals. All right, we got to figure out how to reuse this. What the? That's strange. Vertex paint. Oh, right. I forgot how to use this plugin. I'm gonna have to relook this up. This is nice. I love that this doesn't work. What's it even saying? Mesh has no attribute calc normals split. Calc normals split. What does that even mean? Oh, it's something that was moved in Blender 4.1 apparently. That's why. That's nice. Love it when Blender just removes stuff. Well, that's what the internet just told me, is to click that button, add custom split normals data. That's annoying. Well then, in that case, what we are gonna have to do is we're going to have to import the FPX of one of the things that has the proper normals. So, models, player, we need... Not this one, because that's one we were just importing. This one. Alright. Object mode, file, import, FBX, this man's, grab Y, put him over there, and then vertex paint. Ooh. Ooh. That's a very good question. Honestly, the least favorite part is doing stuff like this, where, I mean, you would assume importing a new mesh and just, you know, remapping it to the same mesh, like you would assume that'd be fairly easy. It's just importing a new mesh. It's got the same skeleton, the bones are named the same and all that. However, I don't know if this is just Unreal. I would assume Unity's decently similar. It's just, it gets mad at you every single time you do it, and it doesn't matter, because it just gets mad at you. If you can't do anything about it, then there's, you just kind of either have to start from scratch or just deal with it. Stuff like this where Blender removes features, and something like the thing I was trying to do where you can vertex color from normals, that's not supported anymore. That kind of breaks my entire way that I was going to do this, because Blender doesn't support that. They said that they removed some kind of normal feature in 4.1, and I'm in 4.4. So yes, I could revert back to 4.1, but, like, you know, that's annoying. You want to be on the newest version of Blender to get all the new stuff. But it's the fact that they remove stuff. Unreal Engine and Unity does that too. They both update their engines, and then all of a sudden they remove features that you were using before, and now you have to go back through your code, remove those features because they're deprecated, and so you kind of tend to have to redo some things. Like Unreal, Unreal had a whole input system that, sure, wasn't the best, but I figured out how to use that input system. And now, that input system is deprecated, and they have their new enhanced input for Unreal Engine 5. So I've been having to completely relearn Unreal Engine 5's new input system, and that took quite a bit of time because, well, you know, it's new to me. I don't understand it as well as I did the old input system, so... yeah, it can be. Like, once you understand it, it is very intuitive, but just starting out, Unreal has a lot, and it can definitely be very overwhelming and very tedious to try and figure out how to do everything. And then it's always, you know, even if you watch tutorials, you read the documentations and stuff like that, there's still stuff in the engine that they don't tell you about. Or that just whenever you watched it, that's also the other big thing. A lot of tutorials, as nice as they are, don't teach the right way to do a lot of things. I mean, there is no one right way, obviously. However, there is ways that certain people tend to think is better. Like the one that I found out recently is custom animation notifies. Like, I can create a custom thing that automatically spawns a mesh. Sorry. So, like, I can create a custom animation thing that I can stick on any animation. Like, I have one, like here, spawn shell casing. So the animation is the one that automatically spawns a shell casing. The way that most tutorials would teach you how to do that is, like, they would teach you, oh, go into your pawn, go into your player, and then they would teach you, like, play montage, and then, not the GMC play montage, just the normal one. They tell you to play a montage and then add a new notify and switch on notify name, and you would want to do, like, the name would be spawn shell casing. And then you'd do that, and then you'd put all the code right here for spawning the shell casing. Well, the issue is you would have to do that for every single gun. Whereas in my case, if I go into my shoot animation, weapons, pistol, shoot, wherever it is. I don't even know where the gun is. Don't tell me this is broken too. I'm so confused. Unreal Engine. Either way, this is a custom notify that just spawns the shell casing. So, and I can just set the settings in here, and it's just every time that this animation gets to this point, it'll automatically spawn a shell casing, and I don't even have to worry about it. I can throw this onto any single animation. I could make it to where doing the melee animation spawns a shell casing if I wanted. It's much more modular and much more intuitive, but tutorials don't teach you that. So there is one guy on YouTube that is starting to teach those kind of niche things. So we can only hope that more people like him are... These animations are broken. Interesting. Oh well. They still work in game perfectly, which is all that I care about. I don't... Yeah. So you can like see the shell casing coming out as soon as it hits that frame. Oh, they're kind of glitching around. That's new. Interesting. But either way, that's something that like tutorials don't teach. I mean, you just kind of have to find through trial and error. Like Unreal Engine, if I right click and just like right click here and add a blueprint class, like look at all these things. What is common input based controller data? Like what is key icon source? Like I'm sure these things are all things that are necessary in game development, but time code provider, like you know, how many of these things would make my coding time easier, make things more modular, make things easier to use, that Unreal Engine just doesn't really, like, there's no tutorials out there for it. There's not really much documentation on this. Honestly, second least favorite part about game dev is purely Unreal Engine's documentation. Unreal Engine's documentation sucks booty cheeks. You go look at a node. This is just a example. I can't think of an actual example off the top of my head. But like, let's say, for example, you didn't know what an actor was, and you do set actor location. And you hover over the node to see what it says. Moves the actor to the specified location. Okay, you know, that makes sense. And then, I don't know if we can just find some random... Sure, if you didn't know what the bounds were. Oh, let's hover over this and see what the definition of this one is. Get bounds. I mean, for somebody who doesn't understand what bounds is, that doesn't help you at all. Like, you know, that's what I mean by documentation. Like, there's certain nodes out there that, like, if you know game development, they make sense to you. You look at the name of the node and you can just know what that node does. However, there's certain nodes where it's like, it just says something, and so you hover over it hoping to get more information about what it does, and it just says the same thing as the name of the node. So, documentation sucks. I will say that is one of the things Unity has over Unreal. Unity has much better documentation than Unreal does. So, yeah. You're gooning, Zach. It's your fault. Alright. We have to figure out... Real. Shut up. I don't want to hear it, you Unity pleb. Alright? Get out of here. Alright, now I need to look up how to copy vertex normals from one mesh to another. Or vertex colors. A data transfer. Okay, we need to make sure these objects are in the same position. So let me just set this to 0, 0, 0. It says make sure both objects are in the same position, basically overlapping each other. Select object without the colors first. Okay. So I actually don't want the smooth mesh. I want this one. This one. Then select the object with the colors. Press F3. Transfer mesh data. Vertex colors. We will see if that works. That didn't work. Paint hard. That's that's interesting. Why can't I vertex paint both of these at the same time? That's kind of annoying. Because yeah, I mean, the biggest thing that's standing out to me is this entire side that we're looking at should be blue and green. However, when we look at this man, it's all orangish and purple and pink and not the colors we want. Oh wait, there's a modifier that does this. Oh yeah, we already have it right here. You know, we're in a new Blender file, so we're just going to apply these. And we're going to get rid of... No, we can't get rid of the armature modifier. But... Alright, let us... Oh, wait. That's why it's wrong. No, we don't want smooth mesh. We want armor.01. Now if we go into vertex paint. Nope. Dang. I was hoping that'd work. Unless I just click apply. Nope, still don't work. Also, what is going on here? Where are these vertexes not lining up perfectly? A little worrying. But okay. This is very much annoying. What's crazy? Maybe that's it. Big brain time, maybe, possibly. Sort. Vertex. So that one's called call, and this one's called color. Okay. Oh wow, the names are slightly different. Oh, that's what we're freaking out about. So now if we go vertex paint, oh boy. Well, something's definitely different. Now if we reset that position, hide that, select this mesh, and then go to vertex paint. Why? This should not be looking like this. This is very annoying. I mean, there's really not much I can do, is there? If it's not wanting to copy over the vertex normals. Or the vertex color. Oh! Did we do it? Oh my lord. I'm dumb. Okay, alright. We did it. I think. Now let's hope that it doesn't yell at me again about the skeleton being... Oh, it's a different skeleton. Oh, shoot. I should have file export FBX, make sure it's set to export rigs. Alrighty. Go back to Unreal now. Models, skeletons, player, third person. Vertex normals. I don't want that skeleton because we just want to see if it's the right skeleton first. Yeah. Oh, maybe. Dude, Van, this is exactly what I'm saying. This is the worst part of game development. I'm slurring my words because I'm just too tired. This is what I would consider the worst part of game development, is just the stuff that you get stuck on. And like this is the stuff I hate streaming, because like the stuff I want to stream, I want you guys to watch. I want you guys to like actually watch the, you know, interesting stuff. All right, let's see. You stick this man's in the world. Let's rotate him. Oh, he be playing the animations. Okay. All right, we're getting somewhere. Now I think the only thing that I need to do is I don't want these to be two separate materials for the armor. I want it to be one. So let's go into Blender. Make sure we hide the smooth mesh and we hide the armature because we're just going to work on this model. Actually, before we do anything, let's go into Unreal and preview the vertex colors. Oh, yeah, that's the issue. Glad I previewed that because that's not what they're supposed to look like. Then again, I think both meshes are using not the right vertex normals. Yeah, so this one still has the wrong one. But if we do the exact same data transfer, base corner data, object from the normal armor, colors, whole by name. Cool. Now that's what it's supposed to, I think, look like. That at least looks right. That doesn't look crazy. I mean, there's I think Unreal Engine just previews it weird. We're gonna assume that that's right. Oh, we didn't get an error that time. Bruh. All right, well, that's working. And last but not least, I need to make sure that materials Yeah. Yeah. All right. It looks like it's all working. Now let's show the smooth mesh. Ugh, why is that so far up? Let's show the smooth mesh, all of that. File, export, FBX. Vertex normals. Save. Actually, we won't save. Re-import mesh. And now if we go armor base. Yes, sir. All right. Okay, and then let's do... Cool. All right, I think the mesh is working. So now we need to drag him over here with this smooth man. So the one on the right is going to be the unsmoothed mesh, and the one on the left is going to be the smooth mesh. All right, now we can start working on the proper normal stuff, which means we'll have to edit some of the player materials. But we do this. We go here. You can see what this is testing is. Okay, there's not really a good place to put this. Ooh. A little weird. Look at that. That's exactly how we want that to look. Cool. All right. You can see that pretty much both the left and the right pretty much look identical, other than the normals being slightly different. That is exactly how we want it to look. Except for when it starts flashing like that. That's not good. Now the question is, yep, if we rotate it, it starts working. Now if we use an animation, no way. It even works in the animation. Let's go. All right, cool. So now the difference is, freaking Michelin man over here. Look at him, Baymax. I guarantee you somebody's gonna say you should make a game mode where the players look like that. Someone's gonna say something like that. Guarantee it. Not in this chat, but if anybody sees the video, somebody will say that. That's the nature of people seeing funny things in video games. Okay. Cool, that works. However, if we... Bruh. There's supposed to be an apostrophe and an E at the end of that. Get wrecked. Learn how to spell, nerd. Oh, I'm dyslexic. Oh. Shoot. Maybe it doesn't work. I may have counted my chickens too soon. Oh wait, I think that's because I'm Oh, wait, I need to turn use vertex color to true. And then I need to go into this material. I don't know what the difference is between these two. Okay, so that's the base material. Then we have these two ones. This one's the vertex color, or the vertex normal. And then we have the vertex color normal. Do I have to flip the green channel? Is that what's going on here? Oh boy. Wait a minute. We look at it from the front. As this expands, the green channel is proper now, but as this expands, it gets turned into flat Stanley. What in the world? I think I just need to completely flip the normals. If I just multiply this by -2 and plug this into here, not that you guys can see what I'm doing because it's on my other monitor. That don't quite look right, but okay. We need a This is so stupid. we need to multiply, or we need to only flip the z, I think. So if we make float 3, we save that material, see what that looks like. Ooh. We set this to 0, looks normal. If we go negative, it works. So yes, we need to flip the... All right, let's... This is so stupid. Ooh, now he's skinny man. All right. Now if we start going bigger, okay. That's more so what it's supposed to look like. It ain't perfect, but, and I think that's just because the Tron lighting, the like glowing lights on the armor. Yeah, that looks right. Now, if we transform this from tangent space to world space, does this work? No, it doesn't. Because it's not built in tangent space, it's built in... Lockdown protocol? Oh my. I guarantee when I rotate this, it's gonna break though. Oh, no, it doesn't. Oh, because it's in local space. As soon as I use an animation, it will. Yeah, that's not how it's supposed to look. Nope, that still breaks. Golly. We'll see how bad this looks if I just throw it on the player material. I don't even know what any of this is doing. Okay. It's weird. Not supposed to do that. Oh, that's because, yeah. $300. My bad. I was still using the wrong numbers. Restart the respawn effect. Ooh. I mean, yeah, I like that. That works. Looks good. All right. I am ready to consider the player model fully re-onboarded. Now, however, we just have to get the model swapped over to all the new references. So we have to go skeletons, player, third person, and go to look at the reference viewer. What all uses this? New blueprint. Oh, yeah, using this for testing. We can close these. Now we can open up the reference viewer again. This is being referenced in the test level because of these little dummies over here. And then now it's just referencing the player. So if we go third person mesh and we set this to vertex normals and compile and save, in theory, we go look at that model now, third person, go to the reference viewer, it shouldn't be referenced anywhere. Yep. I'm not going to remove it from the engine just yet, not until I'm 100% sure that this player model works 100% as intended. But that looks so much better. Doesn't look super smooth. So now if we play with 2 players, and we go full screen, see all the glory. Well, first off, the shields are wrong. That material. That's third person mesh, player material. I want to see where we set these shields material. Oof. First person mesh. Do we have a slot on here called shield? Yes, we do. Just to make sure, on here, is it also called shield? It is. So in that case, we can just do set material by name, slot name shield, put the material in this, put that in there, put that in there, put that in there, and I think that'll work. Yeah, I wish Unreal was like that. Every time I upgrade. Okay, the shields still work perfectly. Hey, get out of my way. I'm trying to teabag. Dude, that cavity shader is so nice. We're just going to wait for it to despawn. Just make sure all the effects work. And changing the normal shouldn't change any of the effects. But you never know when random bugs like that might happen, so we'll see. Also, I'm noticing the lights on the armor aren't recharging anymore. I don't know if that's a thing that I fixed or not. Hey, look at that. Look at that, baby. Okay. After an hour and 25 minutes, we finally got the freaking player normals imported properly. That looks much better. However, if we you can still see the first person mesh doesn't have the right player normals. So ooh. Golly, my frames are horrible. We're gonna restart the editor. And while this is restarting, I'm gonna go get something to drink, so I will be right back. Bean, why do you send a message when I leave to go get something to drink? That's so not very nice of you. Okay, now that that's done, and we know it all works, and everything, you are magic. You're very magical. FPS still isn't great. I think it's 40. I guess that's to be expected from full screening in the editor. Actual FPS in game is like 200 though, so I'm not really worried. Would like to have better FPS in editor though. That'd be very handy. Why do I get less FPS when the screen is smaller? That's dumb. All right, let's start working on actually, just to make things easier, I'm going to quickly go into controllers. We're going to do a folder called AI or yeah, AI controllers. What's up? We'll see. Okay. I wonder what will happen if I stick him in here. Oh. Oh boy. Yeah, oh well, I don't care. We'll see. And I want him to be auto-possessed by an AI. Cool, he doesn't respawn. That's nice. I'm not using the right players or the right AI controller. That's why. Let me select him, go to AI controller class, AIC underscore dummy. Okay, cool. He's getting red reticle. Okay, I heard him spawn. Where did he spawn? Oh. He's falling through the map, that's why. Let's see what this looks like. He's spawning at the world camera, which is interesting. Don't know why he's doing that, but he'd be doing it. Yeah, it's cool a lot of the times. Oh, Bean, I have something to tell you that I've been meaning to tell you for like ages now. But I'll send it in your server because yeah, it's pretty funny. I mean, it's not like that funny, but I think it's pretty funny. You delete chats on YouTube? On YouTube streaming? Did you just like edit your chat or something? Because that's not what it looked like. I saw that. He's still falling. I'm also very tired right now. My brother and I did a 12-mile hike yesterday. And I slept for 12 hours after that. So I only just woke up like 3 hours ago. So I'm kind of on a daytime schedule now instead of an overnight schedule. So got some good pictures. One of them's blurry, even though it didn't seem like it should have been blurry. Oh well, we will see. Or I already saw it. It's blurry. I don't know why it is. Yeah, we didn't expect to go the full 12 miles, and he was definitely feeling way worse than I am, but I definitely work more of a physical job, and it wasn't like a hike. We weren't really going up like a mountain or anything, so yeah, it was mostly flat. There were some up and downs, but it was mostly flat, and coming back is always faster because in this case it was slightly downhill, so oh my, I forgot what I called this. There we go. No. There we go. Alright, this should stop him from falling through the map. Nope. So if ready to play is true, then we find a spawn point for that player. Interesting, he's still just falling through the map camera. That's nice. Welcome back. Alright, ladies and gents, what color are we gonna make this player? You know, just because Bean is here, I'm gonna make this Bean's colors. Or what I feel like I remember Bean's colors to be, which was red and blue. I don't remember what your visor was, so we're just gonna make it a silver. And your Bean, I'm gonna make this bot you, so you get to choose what crystal color this bot is. Yeah, I figured. What do you want? What do you want its crystal color to be? Gold? I mean, the best I can do is just a yellowish orange, I guess. As close as we're gonna get to gold for a crystal color. Hey, look at that! It's Bean. Very not properly colored Bean, but. Hey, no, okay, it's because the lights glow. It's hard to get glowing gold. I mean, this doesn't look bad for... That's... You know what? This is a gold. Look at that. Blue's a little dark, I think. Let me just turn that blue up a little bit. Also, just the lighting on this level is horrible, but... And he still falls off the map. That is very weird. I don't understand why. It's not spawning him at the camera, but it's spawning him at the camera. As soon as we fix this, I can get back to implementing the first-person legs, which is what I want to do. saying ready to play is false, even though we're clearly setting it to true. Oh. That makes sense. PC. Onyx. Get ready to play. We'll just set this to always true. I thought that was a player state event. Not a player controller event. Whoops, my bad. So now you shouldn't fall through the map. Why did it load my customization on him? I want it to look like Bean. I want to shoot Bean. Is that too much to ask for? Sorry, Bean. Bean, I haven't been able to shoot you in a game in a while, alright? Forgive me. We need to plan a Halo Day, Bean, with the boys. Been a minute. Yes, sir. It's time to change that. Good old classic game night. There we go. Are you happy with your character, Bean? Yeah, I don't like my voice on him. We're gonna set that Mr. Dave. Hey, there we go. Alrighty, well, now I have a target that I can shoot, and I don't have to have a second player, which saves me a ton of performance. Dude, oh, for those that were here when we were talking about voice lines, yes, this is the one that I was this is the man that I was saying could do Kermit voice lines. We were talking about you like a month ago, Bean. Because I mentioned that we could totally have, because I have my announcer, which will be Nova. Do I still have that debug key? I don't. Yes, you're famous, Bean. You should know this by now. We were also looking at IO1 videos on the stream, so the same videos that I sent you that I was talking about because we were watching them on stream. But yeah, no, I would totally love to have a Kermit announcer for the game. I don't like that visor color. We're gonna change that. Just a better silver. That's it. Slightly better. Dang. You should despawn soon. There we go. You are indeed getting bagged. Oh my, what's up, Sean? Should you be concerned? Yeah, probably. Wonder if there's a way that I can force player name. That way I can actually say that I'm killing Bean. Hmm. Wow, I can't spell. There we go. Dang, Bean. You have 2 deaths and 0 kills. Get good. Alright, now that that works, I have to go shopping in 20 minutes. So, we're going to attempt to do this in 20 minutes. What we're going to do is attempt to work on the first person legs. So, what we need to do, go into wireframe, edit these bad boys. Think, what happens if I just chop off his head? Okay, yes, I can edit vertices in real time. Okay. Not in real time, but if I'm not mistaken, everything from this point on, I have to delete. Yeah, that creates a nice clean edge. Okay, cool. Also, for those wondering, Bean is the one who got me into game dev, so you can thank him for Onyx. Wait a minute, I can do this smart. Okay, so if I just chop those sections off. And then I select this edge loop. Then I can delete those faces. Yep. And then I can press L and delete those faces. I can press L again and delete those faces. Yeah, don't worry about it. No. Vertices. My goodness. Keeps moving it upwards. Or maybe I'm just dumb. Too bad Mr. Hoistenize isn't here. He'd see me chopping his model apart. Ugh. Oh, they're probably flipped. My bad. I probably should have saved this and then duplicated it. This is definitely going to come back to bite me in the butt. Also, what happened to my keybinds? Edit preferences. Key map. Key binding. What's it called? Face orientation. No, my keybind is working. It's just not showing face orientation on the outside. Interesting. Yeah, that looks good. Gosh, I keep clicking save even though it's not a file. Alright, well let's try and re-export this as the new first-person mesh. Export FBX as first-person model Gen 2. With legs. Export. That was fast. I keep trying to save because it's habit. It's good that it's habit, but still. Why am I not saving it? Don't worry about that. Let's see what this looks like with an animation. FP. Oh. FP. Pistol. Idle. Gen 2. And then if we stick that same animation on this, it looks identical. So, in theory, now if I go and set this up, Pawns, player, third person mesh, no, we want first person mesh with legs. I don't know if this is going to work, but we'll see. Well, that is the right version of the hand. So it worked. Alright, ladies and gents, this is the moment of truth. If I look down right now, I should see first-person legs. Oh! Oh wait, I'm still in slow-mo. That's why. They're a bit weird because I don't have the animation stuff set up properly, but now that just means we can teabag Bean with better quality. Oh yeah, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Now it's a little weird just simply because I'm on high FOV. It's kind of I have a thing in the material that stretches the legs backwards just in that way you don't really see the top of the legs. In 90 FOV it does look normal. But 90 FOV also is just very whack. I don't like 90 FOV. This looks weird to me. We're gonna go back to 120. But yeah, if you look at the legs a little too long, yeah, you'll probably start to notice issues. But it's fine. It's fine. I feel like players care more to see the legs than they do, like, they care more about seeing the legs than they care about how good the legs look. So I feel like this is a good compromise. However, yes, sliding, that looks very whack. Definitely gonna have to do some messing around with the first person material, because what I'm doing is I'm taking a, yeah, you can kind of see the you can kind of see the tricks I'm doing right here. If I press G, it'll hide it, but I'm shifting the top of the legs backwards, that way they're always outside of the camera's field of view. But then the feet always stay in the same position, that way they match the shadows. However, that leads to some very weird lerping, like when you're sliding, you're on your knees, so the knees are also being affected by the FOV shift, and that's why if I go back in here and I go like slow-mo, like this looks very strange, but I don't care. People care more about seeing their legs than they do how bad they look. Like if I go slide, you can see like, look at look at them legs. Look at them legs, dude. Though that's not how that's supposed to look. So yeah, I've definitely got to do some changes to the material. If I stream tomorrow, then we'll see. But I mean, it works. I have first person legs, so it's just that easy. So I mean, one of the next few things we'll stream is trying to attempt keyword attempt. We'll probably fix the first person legs just to give them some slightly better material code. That way they're not so jank. And then we'll we'll attempt to make the player material. So we'll go into Blender, we'll make some nice procedurally generated material like work and stuff that works with colors and all that, and then we'll throw that on the player and hope it looks good. I'm not gonna expect it to look perfect because I'm not gonna spend that much time on it, but we'll see if it actually works good. And then that's kind of all the updates I wanted to do on the player model. Then it's back to a regularly scheduled code updates. So let's actually look at Trello. Not Trello, Notion. Oh, we can check these off. Player normals, first person legs, that's 2 things off on the art checklist. We still need to work on tweaking some of the grenade explosions to be a little better. But code wise, look at this big old menu. Oh yeah. Another score switching. I did finish that. That can be checked off. I want to make an upgrade to my weapon system to use data assets instead of a data table, because I think I've got a way that I can make that nice and optimized. For when we add more and more weapons. Right now, it's not going to make much of a performance difference, but it'll be good for the future. And soon I should be getting the models. We have officially gotten the models for here we go. This is what I wanted to show you guys. Let me open up all these photos real fast so I can show y'all. We've been working on getting the models for the boosts, I guess, which that's what we call them. So my modeler had some time, and so he came up with these 4 different boosts. So this will probably be invisibility, I'm thinking. We'll see, but we've got these 4 different crystal types, and each of these will be one of the different boosts. So this one's definitely going to be damage boost because, you know, super sharp, super spiky. That to me just speaks as a damage boost crystal. Rocky kind of seems more defensive, so I'm thinking we make this the shield boost. And I'm thinking this one will be speed boost, and then this one will be the invis. So, yeah, he also played around with these a lot. We went through quite a bit of iterations for a lot of these. So don't stress it. But yeah, so these, once he finishes up the topology on all these and sends them over, we'll be able to start messing with some nice fancy crystal shader materials and making these look good, and then we can And then we can work on getting the animation for actually crushing them, because when you go invis... Oh, I'm still in slow-mo. Let me get myself a pistol so I can actually do stuff. Because when you go invis right now, it just, you know, does that. You're supposed to actually see an animation of you crushing the crystal to make yourself go invis. So we can work on that. There's a lot of that stuff. So yeah, there's quite a bit that we can work on in the future. The next stream we'll work on finalizing the player updates, the player model updates, getting that all working and nice and dandy. And then we'll get back to our code and art and animations. Animations are going to be a huge deal. So a lot of streams when that happens. However, I'm very happy with this. Definitely going to be weird seeing our legs in first person. Oh, also, Bean, if you're still here, if you want to record some death sounds, I wouldn't mind sticking you as a voice in the game. We've got my voice, we've got one of my buddies' voices. More death sounds are always appreciated. It's more customization. I think I've got like... Oh, I just saw that you posted my stream in your chat. Oh, it's a clip of you beanbagging. Let's go. But yeah, I've got like something like 40 death sounds for my voice, and he's got like 36, I think. So if you wanted to do Kermit voice lines and death sounds, I mean, let me know. I'm down for that. Yes, I do need female death sounds. However, it's a little awkward asking any of my female friends, "Hey, do you wanna come over?" Or like, do you want to record yourself just yelling into a microphone for 10 minutes straight? It's a little awkward. That's not exactly something that most people ask. So it's going to be a little strange to ask some of my female friends if they want to do some voice act. I mean, I did ask one of them. She said she's down to do some voice acting. So, yeah, we'll see if any of them take up the opportunity. But the player model textures will be the first step in getting the art style that we're kind of looking at doing. That's going to play really nicely with this cavity shader, because I'm very happy with that. I don't know, engine just froze. Oh, there it goes. Oof, that's not the right color. This little sphere is supposed to be the same color as the shields. Yes, we're sticking that on the board. Art, shield, impact, proper VFX color, and I also just realized that the turret muzzle flash proper VFX color, because I noticed that was wrong too. Wow, I suck. Let me grab some binding grenades. Also, one of the things for art, or I guess that's code. Ragdoll not carrying model, or not carrying capsule velocity. It kind of just stops midair whenever you kill a player, so we'll see about fixing that at some point too. But anyways, I have to go shopping because I need food. So appreciate you all for coming. Honestly, as painful as the beginning of the stream was, we at least got the models in and properly done, and they look way better. So my crystal color is purple, but if you look at the muzzle flash, those things are green. And then it's got like a very, very bright purple, like sparks. So I need to make sure that's all working. Yeah, thanks for coming. Another stream probably Monday, I'm thinking. I might set up a stream schedule, but we'll see. But appreciate you all for coming. So talk to y'all later. See ya.